She has traveled the length and breadth of India.
Oh, this is great fun! The only way to see the countryside!
Defining travel adventure.
I'm going first.
Capturing India's soulful beauty and heritage.
Absolutely exquisite. I really feel like a gaon ki chori.
And exploring lesser-known facets. She has tracked leopards and tigers, trysted with witch doctors, danced with headhunters, time traveled with Maharajas, and got up close and personal with Bollywood stars. She has savored India's incredible magic and celebrated life and death. Anu Malhotra, 12 years of unique filming experiences and 12 national awards. One of the finest filmmakers in India.
Interesting vlogs, interesting compositions of whizzing out different kind of things.
Anu's experience is varied, her creative skills diverse. She has designed and produced over 500 hours of technical and content brilliant television programming. Of course, she has personally directed, edited and scripted about 100 hours of critically acclaimed content. Trailblazing television shows, internationally acclaimed documentaries, and catalytic communication projects.
First shot is always like pan, second shot is so close.
Her niche as a serious filmmaker was established with international documentaries, which capture the essence of India through thought-provoking subjects and insightful content.
Shroud of myth and mystery lifts from Nagaland to reveal the world of the Konyak, who were feared as headhunters not so long ago. Anu Malhotra offers insights into their customary way of life, ritual beliefs of sacrifices and feasting, sacred institution of kingship and tribal council, fundamental cult of fertility, capturing vignettes of possibly the last generation of headhunters.
Thank you very much for allowing us an opportunity.
In the dawn-lit mountains of Arunachal Pradesh, a rendezvous with its indigenous people. Who ritually propitiate their deities, who nurture and revere their land.
Yes, yes, you're doing more work than the men.
Who revel in their living traditions.
You had a love marriage?
Yeah, we have love marriage. I've got 3 children.
Meet the amazing Apatani with Anu Malhotra.
Once upon a time, lived legendary Maharajas. Keeping this glorious tradition alive is a man who walks through the wraiths of time. the Maharaja of Jodhpur, Gaj Singh II. A story of a boy who would be king.
I knew I had a responsibility, I knew I had a destiny.
The story of his fight to preserve and protect his monumental legacy and a glorious way of life. Of his mission to serve his people and fulfill his role as a modern Maharaja. Romance the magic of the past. Step into a royal world. Get a glimpse into an amazing way of life. Meet an incredible and inspiring personality, the Maharaja of Jodhpur.
The shamans of the Himalayas. A world of myth and magic. Where the mortal often dissolves into the divine. Experience a different reality. Living gods and goddesses. Intriguing occult rituals. Unsettling exorcism practices. And spellbinding shamans. Tularam, the master showman. Hardayal, the popular oracle.
ये तो माता की शक्ति है किस आदमी को चुनेगी
Tej Singh, the shaman of a snake god.
जब खेल आता है आपको कैसे लगता है?
एकदम करंट की तरह ऐसे हवा की तरह
Tuli Devi, the soul woman shaman.
The deity orders us to serve her people.
Shaman's role is a very important one in any community, and the most important is to connect it to the sacred.
Ritual healing is a valid technique for solving individual and collective problems.
Join award-winning director Anu Malhotra on her quest to lift the veil over the mysterious world
The bedrock of all programming, visualized and created by Anu Malhotra, has been contributory and meaningful content offering information and insight while raising awareness on a host of subjects. Her idiom is best expressed in the highly impactful and acclaimed television program Haath Se Haath Mila.
Haath Se Haath Mila song and music video are actually part of a huge communications project that seeks to link various media platforms, entertainment and news to spread the message to raise awareness on HIV/AIDS. The show presents a face-off between the Yuva star and the Bollywood star.
Hello everybody, मैं BBC World Trust के प्रोग्राम हाथ से हाथ मिला की युवा स्टार हूँ.
Amit, you are ready?
The ambitious music video, which she directed, bringing together virtually the entire film industry, is still making waves.
As I always say, that the difference between something good and brilliant is the last 5%.
I'm very proud of Anu. She works from the heart, and it's always a great pleasure working.
सब लोग हैं अपने यहाँ, कोई पराया है कहाँ.
Up to the first line is तू कौन है?
Because actually the full song, everyone's, we're not doing it too soft because it's already high speed.
तू कौन है पहचान तू इंसान से मिल इंसान तू.
I just take my hat off to Anu and the whole team. It's worked.
Anu has also used her communication expertise to design Incredible India, a slogan she coined for the Ministry of Tourism, creating the first series of Incredible India films. She has also created an assortment of alluring promotionals for the Ministry of Tourism to market India's tourism potential abroad. Anu began her journey in 1994 in a yet nascent television industry. She set up AIM Television, and the next few years saw her producing and directing pioneering and award-winning travel shows.
How much fun can a person have?
It seems that Lady Luck has been really good to us. The tiger in all its glory.
पहला नशा, पहला खुमार.
ये है होगी नकल, साउथ के फिल्म प्रोड्यूसर्स की एक पेट लोकेशन.
So join me for a never before experience.
My adventure has begun.
You see, this is a bit embarrassing. थोड़ा सा शर्म आ रहा है मुझे क्योंकि जो मैंने पहना है वो मैं कैमरा पे नहीं दिखा सकता.
Through all this, Anu was not just calling the shots.
गौरव, नदी के उस पार जाना, एक शॉट लेना है यार.
She was leading from the front.
I just want to take a wide from here. ज़मीन से बहुत दूर दूर, आसमान से बहुत करीब करीब, पहाड़ों से घिरी, नीले अंबर से ढकी, लद्दाख की विशाल पाक सरजमीं. Varanasi, the city of faith.
जय शिव शंकर जय गंगाधर.
Life and death go hand in hand because this tirth symbolizes creation and destruction, the eternal wheel of life, samsara.
Anu Malhotra's unique talent for capturing stunning visuals, formatting slick edits, and designing original formats created classic shows which have entertained viewers across the world and set path-breaking trends that many still follow. A day in the life of a celebrity. People's Club packs glamour and music with lots of masti. Multi-camera online coverage of the Airtel Freedom Concert. Dum Dum Diga Diga, featuring live performances by upcoming music artists. A bright new way to begin your day.
Welcome to Breakfast with
A bindas and irreverent look at our world today.
Good morning, people. All right.
कौन सा गाना गाऊं?
ठीक से बोलो पहले। फर्स्टी है फर्स्ट, बाकी सब है फेल।
Whirlpool Mera Magic Mera Home, a dynamic game show for the modern homemaker. Quick and nutritious Jhatpat Khana for the working couple segment featuring celebrity and viewers' choice specials.
Hi, welcome to the Lakme Fashion Catalog.
Besides travel, Anu also pioneered fashion programming.
You gonna buy this for yourself?
It's too funky.
She not only introduced viewers to the concept of fashion, but also made Indian designers household names.
I am a dreamer.
My clothes reflect a modern classicism.
Status as a designer is from zero to hero.
आपका एक बार फिर से स्वागत है ऑन खूबसूरत.
And then she brought ramp fashion to viewer wardrobes.
I think she looks fabulous, Gopika. Are you ready for that, Urvashi?
She'll be at least 5 kg lighter today.
Is this me?
Her shows have not only had rave reviews in India, but found an avid global audience.
Tribal Wisdom, a series documenting the social fabric, sustainable lifestyle, unique customs, and vibrant culture of the indigenous people of India. Yatra, journey through India's rich cultural heritage, fabulous adventure hotspots, and alluring leisure havens. Holistic healing reveals how traditional practices can heal our mind, body, and soul.
"12 years of producing and directing experience. 12 national awards. 600 hours of television programming. Pioneering and trend-setting television shows. Internationally acclaimed documentaries. Contributory and impactful promotionals and communication projects. Global broadcasters and viewers. Anu Malhotra, an incredible journey, many more destinations.
Once upon a time, lived legendary Maharajas. Keeping this glorious tradition alive is a man who walks through the wraiths of time. The Maharaja of Jodhpur, Gaj Singh II. A story of a boy who would be king.
I knew I had a responsibility, I knew I had a destiny.
The story of his fight to preserve and protect his monumental legacy and a glorious way of life. Of his mission to serve his people and fulfill his role as a modern Maharaja. Romance the magic of the past. Step into a royal world. Get a glimpse into an amazing way of life. Meet an incredible and inspiring personality, the Maharaja of Jodhpur.
In the northeastern corner of India lies a land that for ages was shrouded in myth and mystery. This is Nagaland, home to several tribes who until not so long ago were feared as headhunters. And of all these indigenous people, the fiercest were the Konyak. As the past flips to the present, I wonder how much of what was essentially Konyak still exists today in modern-day Nagaland. Today, I'm heading out to Wanching, a typical Konyak village situated atop a hill. It's the eve of the Owling Spring Festival, and the whole village is busy in preparation. The next few days are for celebration, and all work will grind to a halt. The village ambience slows down time to the more leisurely pace of yesterday. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you. As is customary, I go to pay my respects to Kemang, the king of Wanching, who is ceremonially dressed, as is his wife, Tenga. I am warmly welcomed with betel nut pan and the rice beer song. Today, although the Ang's supremacy is deferred to the laws of the Indian state, Konyaks still owe him loyalty before all else. The mist rises on the first day of Owling, the Konyak Spring Festival. It's an occasion for riotous celebration over several days before the sowing begins. The concept of fertility is an integral part of the Konyak belief system, which finds expression in many customs and rituals. Owling is one such occasion where the Konyak revere the natural cycle of fertility with the sacrifice of animals and feasting. In the old days, dressing up for the festival was an elaborate ritual. Not much has changed, except that today, women wear their special ornaments and family heirlooms over clothes. Konyak ceremonial dress and ornaments are more than just a matter of aesthetics. They define identity and status. The men and women sing and dance together for a fertile crop, and a village elder leads them. In the old days, sexual relationships amongst the youth were considered natural, aiding in the fertility value of the village. Today, men and women still mix freely, but the shadow of Christian morality has made these relationships more conservative. The festive spirit of Owling envelops all. The Konyak practice of headhunting was linked to their belief in the cult of fertility. Langmyang village is one of the few that have preserved their headhunters' bounty in memory of their history. Headhunting had cultural validation, and it brought the warrior and his village in contact with fertility and enhanced prestige. Today, Konyaks are glad that headhunting is part of their folklore, its exploits preserved in oral tradition which tells of days gone by. The Konyak sense of community is evident when I witness a fire incident in Wokching. About 200 houses have been gutted along the far hill face. But within a week, all 200 homes will have been rebuilt and restocked voluntarily by the communities of all nearby villages. Completely remarkable. It seems vital to appreciate and assimilate such a unique culture and people into a pan-Indian ethos by honoring their wise traditions and institutions. And the Tribal Council is one such Konyak institution. With the Ang and his great-grandson, the future Ang, presiding, the Tribal Council consists of village elders. This is the heart of their legal system, where every problem is resolved swiftly and justly. In the old days, the tribal councils were marked by the smoking of opium. But today, in celebration of Owling, I am invited to smoke the peace pipe with them. Today marks the end of the Owling festival, and I am in the village of Longwa, part of which lies in Burma. The Konyak Nagas march into a new tomorrow with pride in their stance. The sound of gunfire and pagan war cries rent the air in an impressive reenactment of their glory days. The Konyak. Will their colorful heritage just fade away and remain preserved only as stray images on a film? Arunachal Pradesh, land of the dawn-lit mountains, is one of the few unspoilt wildernesses in India. This is the land of the Apatanis. Closest town to the Apatani Plateau. This is where I began my journey, a journey to discover and understand the Apatani way of life. To find out more about the Apatanis and their traditional lifestyle, I set off to meet Ligang Tachang, an Apatani who runs the Zero School. So Ligang, what is the history of the Apatanis?
We believe that we are the descendant of Apatani, that is our ancestor.
Apatani villages are built in tight clusters to preserve land for cultivation and forests, and the architecture exhibits an exemplary use of bamboo.
Anu, this is the typical village house.
Apatani women are extremely hardworking, and I found them a remarkable study in simplicity, strength and beauty. The Apatani link to the world of spirits and gods is the village priest known as the Nibu. Paddy is the lifeline of the Apatani Plateau, and most women work in the fields all day. I walked to Reru village to meet up with Ekha's wife, Diyu Mampa, to accompany her to the fields. The Apatani method, apart from being unique to the region, is also environment friendly. The Apatani people nurture and manage their varied habitats in subtle and efficient ways that has stood the test of millennia. The Apatanis, like many other tribes in Arunachal Pradesh, believe in Doni Polo, the sun and the moon, a system of belief in nature and the natural world. The village priest or the Nibu performs the pujas, which are rituals to propitiate the spirits for the well-being of a particular family or community. Back in the village, Ekha informed me of the death of one of his relatives, an old lady called Khoda Muryang. He and Mampa were going for the funeral and invited me to attend it. Women sing hymns in remembrance and praise. Well-wishers offer presents which will be buried along with the deceased. Khoda Muryang's death was not being mourned, as she had lived a full life of 90 years. This honest and pragmatic approach to life was very endearing to me, as were these people. After accepting a gift of murung meat, I set off with Ekha to mourn another death, that of a Nibu, Taku Chatong. The funeral procession leaves the hut. The body is tied to a single piece of bamboo and carried to the grave. This is where the mortal remains of Nibu Taku Chatong shall rest in peace, along with all the belongings. Meanwhile, in Lempia village, the Tage family prepares for the Mida, the final marriage ceremony of Rupa Tage to Hage Komo of Hari village. Rupa and Komo have been living together for the last 6 years and have 3 children.
So you had a love marriage?
Yeah, we have love marriage.
How do you decide to have the Mida now?
Actually, it is proposed by our parents.
So that means this is just a formality for the family.
Yeah.
In many ways, Rupa's Mida is a sign of things to come. The ancient traditions and rituals are nothing more than social obligation for the new generation of Apatanis. Integration into the modern world poses the greatest challenge to their rich cultural heritage. The Apatanis, a reminder of how simple, happy and content life once was and can be.
A world of myth and magic. Where the mortal often dissolves into the divine. Experience a different reality. Living gods and goddesses. Intriguing occult rituals. unsettling exorcism practices. And spellbinding shamans. Tularam, the master showman. Ardayal, the popular oracle.
ये तो माता की शक्ति है किस आदमी को चुनेगी
Tej Singh, the shaman of a snake god.
जब खेल आता है आपको कैसे लगता है?
एकदम करंट की तरह ऐसे हवा की तरह
Tuli Devi, the soul woman shaman.
The deity orders us to serve her people.
Shaman's role is a very important one in any community, and the most important is to connect it to the sacred.
Ritual healing is a valid technique for solving individual and collective problems.
Join award-winning director Anu Malhotra on her quest to lift the veil over the mysterious world of the shamans of the Himalayas.
सुन हमसे क्या कहता मन है ये जो धरती है एक आंगन है
सब लोग हैं अपने यहाँ कोई पराया है कहाँ तू कौन है पहचान तू इंसान से मिल इंसान तू हाथ से हाथ मिला हाथ से हाथ मिला प्यार के फूल खिला हाथ से हाथ मिला सुन कहता क्या ये जीवन है
ये जो धागा है ये जो बंधन है
धागा न टूटे प्यार का बंधन रहे इकरार का
हर मन यहाँ है चाहता कुछ दोस्ती कुछ आस था हाथ से हाथ मिला हाथ से हाथ मिला प्यार के फूल खिला हाथ से हाथ मिला
जो भी मुश्किल है आसान हो सबके होठों पे मुस्कान हो आंसू न हो और गम न हो कोई खुशी भी कम न हो
मिट जाए सब मजबूरियाँ जो तू मिटा दे दूरियाँ हाथ से हाथ मिला हाथ से हाथ हाथ से हाथ मिला हाथ से हाथ मिला हाथ से हाथ मिला से हाथ मिला, हाथ 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 से हाथ मिला, प्यार के फूल खिला, हाथ से हाथ मिला, हाथ से हाथ मिला. सुन हमसे क्या कहता मन है, ये जो धरती है एक आंगन है.
सब लोग हैं अपने यहाँ, कोई पराया है कहाँ. तू कौन है पहचान तू, इंसान से मिल इंसान तू. हाथ से हाथ मिला, हाथ से हाथ मिला, हाथ से हाथ मिला, हाथ से हाथ मिला, प्यार के फूल खिला, हाथ से हाथ मिला.
The Haath Se Haath Mila song and music video are actually part of a huge mass media campaign. It's a huge communications project that seeks to link various media platforms, entertainment and news to spread the message, to raise awareness on HIV/AIDS. I wanted to create a song and music video that would express solidarity and care and inspire people to support our cause, that is to raise HIV/AIDS awareness. Since the show was so Bollywood, I now wanted the song to be done by Bollywood's best musical talents. जावेद साहब को मैंने काफ़ी simple brief दिया था. Let's do lyrics on हाथ से हाथ मिला moments, a slice of everyday life which depict कि हम कैसे हाथ से हाथ मिलाते हैं.
शुरू में मैं थोड़ा रिलेक्टेंट था कि अब ये इस तरह के टॉपिक पे किस तरह से गाना लिखा जाएगा और गाने में मैं क्या कहूँगा, लेकिन मैं ये आपसे ज़रूर कहूँगा कि जो कुछ मैंने लिखा उसे बहुत महसूस करके लिखा है.
Shankar Ehsan Loy were very excited about the song, and my brief to them was also very simple, that I wanted it soulful, melodious and goosebumpy. मैंने कहा था कि अगर ये सुन के मुझे goosebumps नहीं हुए, I'm not accepting it.
It was exciting because I think the whole magnitude of the thing was great and the purpose was great.
सुन कहता क्या ये जीवन है.
I wanted Sonu to sing it because I love his voice. It has this soulful quality.
It's a very emotional kind of a song with a strong message wrapped up with lots of content, but in a subtle way, reaching the people's minds and hearts.
लोग मुझे अक्सर पूछते हैं कि why Bollywood? Well, they are the biggest youth icons and idols of today.
नमस्ते, मैं हूँ जॉन इब्राहिम.
नमस्कार, मैं हूँ दिया मिर्जा.
नमस्ते, मैं हूँ फरदीन खान.
नमस्कार, सलाम, प्रणाम. हेलो, मैं हूँ नसीरुद्दीन शाह.
The most difficult part was of course to get the stars, and my Bombay team worked really hard, dedicatedly for 3 months to make it happen.
When are you reaching? We spent days and nights in every studio, chasing
stars. We knew all their cars, we knew all the stars' managers, to their spots, to their hairdressers, and would grab onto them the moment we saw them.
See, parts of the song needed choreography, especially the chorus. And I realized that I'd have 25 stars on my hands, people I'd never directed. It would be difficult to handle them. So we needed not only a choreographer, but somebody that people respected and would listen to, and also stand in places that were designated for them.
So we have two cameras. One is doing wide, it's legit. Yeah.
Because I do a lot of work with HIV/AIDS as our project called Dancing Feet, I immediately said yes, where, when, and what can I do to help.
It was very important to get the right DOP for this music video, somebody who saw it the way I saw it.
Knowing Anu and knowing that she doesn't take mediocrity, I mean she cannot accept mediocrity. The onus is on you to perform and kind of make sure that you give in that extra bit.
But I'm saying that that's what we're constantly doing, trying to create that we don't have time to do it.
हाथ से हाथ मिला moments, a slice of everyday life which depict कि हम कैसे हाथ से हाथ मिलाते हैं, in love, in support, care, assistance, guidance, reverence, honoring.
Smile, happy smile.
For me, shooting slice of life moments was great fun, but sometimes things could go horribly wrong. The shot was that the kid will hold the dog's paws and hold hands and do a haath se haath mila shot.
See, I told them to get a smaller dog. They didn't listen to me. Got the bigger dog, and now I'm not going to get my shot. Vandana, play dog now. Acha, get the smaller dog, yeah.
Finally, Anu's solution to this was to make the boy and the dog shake hands.
Action!
हाथ से हाथ मिला
See, the entire music video had a really strong design element. I wanted the Antara stars to be in white against a black background, and the red of the HIV/AIDS ribbon would stand out. The chorus stars, I wanted them in white against a white background.
Talking about the background of those big sliced mirrors.
The challenge to do the two sets, a black set and a white set in the same space and in a very small budget, was humongous and a hugely stressful factor for us all.
You know what I'm suggesting? How many strands are over here? 16, about 16 now. So we need another 20. We need another 20 over here.
There's a lot of work to go, and we are trying to adjust things.
And you're making us conscious.
The easy part was the actual shoot itself, because everything had been done and I was working with the best professionals in the country, which made my job as a director a cakewalk. Or so I thought.
It is going to be historical and it's going to be really big. I think something big like this hasn't ever happened, if we make it happen. Of course, a lot of it is dependent on the stars. Of course, sometimes it's always, as I always say, that the difference between something good and brilliant is the last 5%.
The Antara Day shoot was complete madness because I didn't know who was actually going to come, who was going to ditch us. Sometimes I didn't know which lines to give who. So I had to do extra lines with each of the stars.
Yeah, this is Diya's line, yeah? Bandhan rahe ikrar ka.
What is this? Alap? No, what is this one? When does this come? I've never.
That's a male line.
Yes.
It's a male line.
That's a male line. That's a male line.
Which one?
Yeah, that is.
Never, I don't think you don't.
Yes.
I don't think
We have to go home now.
With every minute, it is like being in a stock market where things change every minute, you know.
Can we just hear it? Music. Singing songs is not my strong point.
It's in two cuts.
Up to the first line is "Tu kaun hai pehchan tu."
But we'll roll both and we'll take both.
तू कौन है पहचान तू इंसान से मिल इंसान तू हाथ से तू
कौन है पहचान तू इंसान से मिल इंसान तू
Because actually the full song, everyone's not doing it too soft because it's already high speed.
Technically, the entire music video has been shot on high speed, so the actors have to lip sync and act at twice the speed. But at the edit stage, when you slow it down, everything looks smooth.
कौन है पहचान तू इंसान से मिल इंसान तू
The high point of the day was when Vaidaji walked in, and you know, the whole idea of a senior artist of her caliber coming in to be part of the same platform as today's girls like Tabu, and it was just one of those days where you felt that okay, when the industry decides to come together, they can really come together and be part of the same platform and work for the same cause and do it so generously.
बिल्कुल अलग है, ये टिपिकल फिल्मी गाना नहीं है, ये खास मकसद के लिए, खास चीज़ के लिए बनाया गया है, तो उसके लिरिक्स वो अच्छे हैं।
क्या कहता मन है ये जो धरती है एक आंगन है
Shilpa, that's anti-punty hand movement not working.
5, 6, 7, 8
Yeah, that's much nicer.
I feel very proud of Anu to actually have taken the initiative. She works from the heart, and it's always a great pleasure working.
Are you this only? No. Those two of them. Ready, Amit?
Yeah, ready. Camera. 5, 6, 7, 8.
हर मन यहाँ है चाहता कुछ दोस्ती कुछ आस था
Camera. 5, 6, 7, 8.
धागा न टूटे प्यार का बंधन रहे इकरार का हर मन यहाँ है चाहता कुछ दोस्ती कुछ आस था हाथ से हाथ मिला हाथ से हाथ मिला
Thank you guys and congratulations, you're doing a great job.
Pack up.
Finally, D-Day. It was time for the chorus shoot. We were expecting 50 stars in one place at one time for one cause. Was it going to happen?
We have 2 hours and that's it. So we have 8 lines. We have 15 minutes per line. First shot is always like pan. Second shot is a close. Third shot is again a pan. Fourth shot is a close. It's always like that.
So are the stars coming?
Wait and watch.
The nightmare and the nail-biting part was not knowing what to expect and not knowing who would turn up, when they turn up.
Your Bollywood stars are confirming and last minute calling and saying, yeah.
I mean, to get so many stars together and to do everything is not very easy.
Would all our chorus stars show up? How many of them would let us down last minute?
But today we are shooting. Today is not the day to tell me that.
What would actually happen on the day? None of us knew.
Amrita Arora is here.
Hello. Hi. Cheers.
Thank God, they're here.
Full on for today. Hi everyone, I just want to take this opportunity to thank you all for being here. It's a great honor for us, but more importantly the cause. Thank you very much. I know you've taken time out. Listen, I know you've taken time out from your... The whole mood of this song is actually not very choreographed. It is choreographed, but it's not very formal. It's meant to be casual, but I think what we really need to see here is really high energy and euphoria. So basically have fun with it and do whatever you want to make those lines come alive.
5, camera, 7, 8.
The most exhilarating moment for me was when we were filming the chorus. I just looked back and I saw all my girls standing around me, my team, and most of them were crying because it had finally happened. They'd finally made something which seemed like a dream, the impossible happened.
I just take my hat off to Anu and the whole team. It's worked.
I think it's been a brilliant experience.
It was hugely ambitious and a great challenge. A lot of blood, sweat and tears have gone into it. But in the end, it was completely worth it because we were making history.
युवा सितारों के संग HIV एड्स के खिलाफ एक जंग। आओ मिलाएं हाथ से हाथ कुछ फिल्मी सितारों के साथ।
हाथ से हाथ मिला।
This is part of a huge HIV/AIDS communications project which I created for the BBC World Service Trust a year ago. In particular, the Haath Se Haath Mila television show on DD1. The TV show is also Bollywood-centric and features stars who are now our brand ambassadors. They gave us time free of charge to participate in a 3-episodic story of a Yuva star.
हमने भी एक कदम दिख रहा है। मैंने वैसे लाल शर्ट पहनी है सारी to signify HIV/AIDS के खिलाफ जो हम जंग लड़ रहे हैं।
हमारे उसमें क्या फर्क है? बस एक वायरस का फर्क तो है ना। बस वो वायरस छीने से, बैठ के खाने से, उससे तो नहीं होता। समाज को हम यही सिखाना चाहते हैं। फर्स्ट अपने को HIV/AIDS के बारे में पूरा इंफॉर्मेशन जानकारी रहना चाहिए। हाथ से हाथ मिलाने को HIV आता क्या?
Our Yuva stars are our youth achievers across India who are doing outstanding work towards raising HIV/AIDS awareness.
क्या आप लोग ये बता सकते हैं कि HIV और AIDS में क्या डिफरेंस है?
तो इसका नाम ही ह्यूमन इम्यूनो वायरस है और ह्यूमन का मतलब हम इंसान।
बिल्कुल ही ठीक है ना।
अगर कोई यौन रोग है किसी व्यक्ति को और वो अगर ऐसे असुरक्षित यौन संबंध बनाता है तो बढ़ जाती है संभावना HIV/AIDS होने की। तो इसीलिए खुलकर बात करो और इस अभियान में हमारे साथ हाथ से हाथ मिलाओ।
The show presents a face-off between the Yuva star and the Bollywood star, and in the course of the story, each of them throws the other challenges.
मैं तो इनको चुनौती देकर ही रहूंगी। मंजूर है हमारी चुनौती।
और परफॉर्मेंस होना चाहिए दमदार। All the best.
अब हम तैयारी दिखाने के लिए चुनौती का चैलेंज।
चलो एक बार में एक ही सुई का प्रयोग करें, उसके बाद उसे तोड़ के फेंक दे, वरना ये तुम्हारे लिए खतरनाक हो सकता है।
एक चुनौती बड़ी अनोखी जो परखेगी तुम्हारी शक्ति। पर हर कदम पर रखना याद कि HIV की जानकारी से हो शुरुआत।
देखिए पहलवान जी, हमने आपकी बात तो मान ली और अब आपको हमारी बात भी सुननी पड़ेगी।
कॉन्डोम का सही और निरंतर रूप से प्रयोग करना, जिससे आप अपने आप को और अपने परिवार को बचा सकते हैं।
प्राची को एक ऐसा मेला आयोजित करना होगा जो हमारी भारतीय राजस्थानी संस्कृति को झलकाए।
आप लोग तैयार हो? नाच गाना होगा, खूब मस्ती होगी और थोड़ा सा संदेश भी होगा HIV/AIDS के बारे में। ये बीमारी छुआछूत से, साथ में खाने पीने से, साथ रहने से या एक शौचालय का इस्तेमाल करने से या कुछ चीजों का इस्तेमाल करने से नहीं फैलती है।
क्या हम विवेक को एक चुनौती दे सकते हैं?
अच्छा ये बात है। हाँ बोलिए, क्या चुनौती है? बिल्कुल रेडी।
चुनौती के लिए
एब्सोल्युटली,
आपकी चुनौती बहुत मुश्किल है।
बोलिए।
आपकी चुनौती ये है कि आपको मुझे मनाली में घुमाने ले जाना है।
अरे वाह, ये सोलांग वैली निकलेगा। ये फॉग शुरू हुई। Freezing cold is beautiful. ये स्पेशल स्टाइल का स्पेशल पराठा है।
और बड़ा किसी ने सर?
पराठा बनाओ कि नान?
And finally, our Yuva stars' dream comes true when they haath se haath mila with their favorite Bollywood star.
You are going to give an award tonight to one of the stars.
Oh my God! Don't tell me. मेरे तो रोंगटे खड़े हो रहे.
Good evening, esteemed ladies and gentlemen. I stand again to introduce to you a very, very special guest who's here with me tonight. Her name is Prachi Rathod.
हेलो एवरीबॉडी, मैं BBC वर्ल्ड ट्रस्ट के प्रोग्राम हाथ से हाथ मिला के युवा स्टार हूँ. अगर फिल्म जगत के लोग इस तरह इश्यूज पे बात करें जो कि हरदम करते हैं तो बहुत कुछ हो सकता है और मुझे पूरा यकीन है कि सारा फिल्म जगत इस हाथ से हाथ मिला अभियान को आगे लेकर जाएगा और इसको एक कंटिन्यूस प्रोसेस बनाएगा.
आप छोटा सा टिप देंगे कि लड़कियों को कैसे खुश करना है?
लड़कियों को कैसे खुश करना है? कैसे पटाना है?
कैसे पटाना है?
मुझे लगता है कि किसी भी लड़की को खुश करने का एक बहुत बढ़िया तरीका है कि वो जो कहे आप हाँ कहो. लड़कियों को यही चाहिए होता है मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम.
The important thing about this show is that it presents Indian youth with real life role models to help them realize that they too can make a difference.
Stands in असली रियल लाइफ युवा स्टार हैं जो इतना अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं.
स्वप्ना तो अब मेरे भी युवा स्टार है नासिर. स्वप्ना, आप बहुत अच्छा काम कर रही हैं और मैं सिर्फ ये कहना चाहती हूँ कि आप इसी लगन से आगे बढ़ते रहिए और हमेशा मुस्कुराते रहिए. प्राची एक युवा स्टार ही नहीं, ये मेरे ख्याल से मेरे लिए और बाकी लोगों के लिए भी एक सुपरस्टार है.
मैं पॉजिटिव हूँ, मैं HIV मेरे पास है तो क्या है.
मेरी ओर से, पूरे इंडिया की ओर से फैंटास्टिक वर्क. थैंक यू सो मच फॉर बीइंग ऑन दिस शो. हाथ से हाथ मिला.
एक HIV पॉजिटिव इंसान को भी वही अधिकार प्राप्त है जो हम सबके हैं. इसीलिए HIV के साथ जीने वाले लोगों के हाथ से हाथ मिलाइए, प्यार बढ़ाइए.
HIV ऐसी बीमारी नहीं है जो कहीं और किसी और के पास हो रही है. हमारे देश में हो रही है, हमारे गांव में हो रही है, हमारे घर में हो सकती है. HIV एक ऐसी बीमारी है जो कभी भी किसी को हो सकती है, मुझको भी, आपको.
कॉन्डम के 3 फायदे हैं. इससे आप अनचाहे गर्भ व अन्य गुप्त रोगों से खुद को बचा सकते हैं और ये HIV से भी आपकी सुरक्षा करता है.
हाथ से हाथ मिला